the most requested video. I know y'all have been asking me for a makeup tutorial for the longest, and low-key, I've been trying to avoid making a video related to fashion, makeup, or anything related to that. Just for the fact that I'm not a makeup guru. We're just gonna have to see how it goes, and I'm gonna get started over here. Oh shit. It squirted all over. I have a blanket down below and it just squirted all over. Ugh. I'm gonna start with this sample of the Urban Decay, and it's called Sin. It's kind of shimmery. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm guessing if you want to shimmer, then this is the perfect way to start. So I always start with my eyes, and then I follow up with my foundation, blush, everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and start over here with my eyes, and as y'all can tell, it's so fucking shimmery. This is not gonna be your normal makeup tutorial. It's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna put my own little spin to it. I wanted to talk to you guys about the strip club a little bit more. I know I really haven't discussed it quite well, and this is just gonna tell you what the strip club is really about, you know, like the real shit. Let's get down to the nasty, the dirty, the everything, because I'm gonna tell you, the strip club is no glitz and glamour. Honestly, it can go both ways. It's what you make of it. The same way it goes with what you make of yourself. Being a stripper does not define me. I define who I am, and regardless of whatever people say, if people call me a homewrecker, a thought, a slut, whatever, that doesn't mean that that's the person I am. So I want to pretty much tell you guys the real shit. Like, I don't want you guys thinking that the strip club is for everybody and it's fun, and because honestly, like, the strip club can be the worst place. I'm mostly going to be using this Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, and since I have a blue top, I'm going to try to, oh, I touched my nipple. Ooh, kind of got excited there. Anyway, so I'm going to be using these 3 colors over here, but I'm going to start with this white color as a base color. I honestly chose the wrong time to do this fucking makeup because I broke out the other day and it's just now healing, but I still have scars. I'm the type of girl that's gonna be popping those pimples until there's blood gushing out. So I know it's wrong, they tell you not to, but oh, it's so addicting. Everyone thinks that strippers have daddy issues. No, bitch, we have fucking money issues. We need the fucking money, so we gotta do something about our lives. We gotta take care of our kids, we gotta take care of our family, we gotta take care of ourselves. So most strippers go in the strip club trying to get that fast money. The truth about the fast money is that it's never for sure. You can leave one night with 3 grand in your pocket. The next day could be so slow that you leave less than what you came with. The game is hard and you gotta be on your hustle, you know? You can't expect the money to be given to you. If you think it's always gonna be easy money, well, think again, because it's not. I'm not here to get girls to get inspired and go work at the strip club. I'm gonna give you guys the tips. I'm gonna tell you guys how I did it, just because there's not a lot of information out there. But always keep in mind that the goal is to get out of that hustle. No stripper wants to be a stripper forever. Ask anybody and they're gonna tell you that the goal is always to find something better. That kind of scene can turn you into a different person. It just depends on you two and how strong you are to overcome all that. When I first started stripping, at the beginning I would drink a lot and it was just super exhausting. After a while I had to check myself and be like, hey, you can't be doing this shit. You also have to put up with different types of customers, just like any other job. There's some rude ass customers and really disrespectful ones. There's some gross motherfuckers out there. You gotta watch out, because some customers think they can get away with anything. Don't think that all customers are gonna be nice. You gotta learn to be confident, and you gotta know your worth. You gotta believe in yourself, and you just gotta do the hustle. There's also a lot of drugs and just sex work going on in the strip club. I've been asked to do heroin before, coke, and I ain't even gonna lie, I've tried coke. I'm allergic to it. Every time I do that shit, like, I just come down with the worst cold, the worst fever, and I don't want to go through that. That shit is not cool. Like, whatever you guys do, don't get into that shit. That is something that you don't want to get involved in. So that's the part of the strip club that I'm talking about. Like, if y'all want to know the real truth, this is the real truth. Don't feel peer pressured if somebody asks you to do drugs. Don't try them if you don't want to. Like I said, it's all based on your decision and your choices. Prostitution in the strip club, I'm sure there's some going around in there, and you guys, like I said, it's the same shit. You guys want to get involved in it, then do whatever makes you feel good. But I'm just telling you guys always have the option to say no, and that's not our job. Our job is to be a stripper. We give lap dances, we talk to men, we're pretty much psychologists in that bitch. I already told you guys I smoke pot, and I feel like pot is totally and completely different from heroin and coke and all that. So, but everyone has their own opinion. Y'all can come at me and say whatever you want. There is a lot of girls who go to the strip club to make money to take care of their drug habit, and that's their way of life. But everyone has their own stories, and I don't judge because we're all trying to make it. Just because somebody's story isn't the same as mine doesn't mean that I have to be hating on them or judging their story. Strippers are human beings. I've heard stories on TV, documentaries, pretty much talking about girls who went to really badass colleges and were strippers. They had to find some resources to pay it off, and they went into the stripper industry. So there's just all walks of life in the strip club, and that's just what you're gonna see. So how about this eyeshadow though? Blending takes so much time, and sometimes I don't even finish. My wrists are ready to fall off, and I just don't have time for that shit. So I don't know, moving on. Like I said, I don't know shit about makeup, so I just be throwing my own little tricks in there. And this is what I'm doing. That's basically everything that I have to say about the strip club. Just always remember to be yourself. Don't lose sight of who you are, and just keep on hustling. For all the haters who are hating that we make fast money and all that, I ain't gonna do anything for you. Just go fucking accomplish some fucking goals and stop fucking hating. Life's way better when you focus on yourself. So might as well stop hating on people, stop bullying people, and just live your fucking life. You're just wasting time. Time is money. I know I haven't really told you guys on how I got into the strip club, but basically when I was 17, I lived in California. My parents asked me if I wanted to move in with my uncles in Texas, and I said yeah. So I started my senior year in Texas and graduated in 2008. After I finished high school in 2008, I got into some drama with my uncles, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make their life easier and I'm gonna leave this house. And that's what I did. I didn't know where I was gonna go. I didn't know how I was gonna get to where I was gonna go. I didn't know how I was gonna eat. I stole money from my cousin, and I felt super bad because I've never really stolen anything, especially that big. In those days, MySpace was really big, and I put on MySpace that I needed a place to crash. This guy messaged me about 6 hours away from where I was staying at here in Texas, and he offered to let me stay with him. I don't know where I got the guts to go, but I guess I didn't really give a fuck because I just got up, packed all my shit, and took the money that I stole from my cousin, booked a Greyhound ticket, and headed to where he was at, Odessa, Texas. The worst place ever. There's nothing to do over there. Just a bunch of oil-filled men, a bunch of drilling rigs, everything like that. That's where I ended up. That guy was the only guy I knew at that time, and he introduced me to this girl. She said, hey, you know what, I'm a waitress at a strip club, and I'm sure my manager will let you work. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. That same night she took me to meet the manager, and he basically said I could start working right away. I had to buy shoes, fishnets, and the uniform I was going to be wearing, and I had no money. What he told me was that he was going to work with me and that I could pay him off throughout my shifts, and that's what I did. Odessa, Texas isn't too big or too small. There isn't really any resources for transportation, and I was staying in hotels without a vehicle. After I started working at the strip club, it started to get a little easier because I was making money and saving my money. I've never had to work in front of naked girls, and at first it was just really awkward, but I got used to it and I was doing really good. And I met some girls at the strip club. Most of them were waitresses. After a while, the bartender let me move in with her. If it wasn't for her, then I don't know what I would have done, but she helped me so much. Maybe like a year or two, I was able to get a car and get an apartment, and that was a big step for me. That's basically how I got into the strip club. Somewhere in between that time, I just decided to start stripping. Then I started making a little bit more money, which helped me visit my parents more often that were still living in California. So that's basically my story. Crazy, huh? One day I'm just going to gather a bunch of strippers and interview them for their stories. And hopefully I get to share those with you guys. The life of a stripper. Yes. Oh my god, I'm loving this blue. Alright guys, I know this looks a little bit messy. I'm going to try to finish blending and clean everything up. Do my foundation, my eyelashes, everything. And I'm going to show you guys the end result here after this. This is my finishing look. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I put glitter, and I know I tell you guys not to put glitter, but this one seems to stay on just fine. Usually by the end of my shift, my entire makeup is gone, but the glitter's still on. So I use that one, and I forgot what it's called. Heavy Metal by Urban Decay, something like that, but I love it. And yes, I'm gonna leave the video like this, and I'm gonna spark up this blunt so I can go relax and enjoy myself. So peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my first stripper makeup tutorial, even though it wasn't really a makeup tutorial, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to put down my Snapchat, my Instagram. Go check them out. If you guys haven't watched my other videos, go ahead and go check them out right now.